Okay guys, welcome. This is going to be a quick Mythic +8 of Maw of Souls with live commentary. We currently have Bursting and Skittish as affixes, so it's gonna be an interesting week. Skittish is mostly a tank thing, well, only a tank thing actually. While as Bursting is, well, it's kind of a DPS thing. We need to make sure that we don't aggro too many. And right now what I'm trying to do is just keep aggro on each individual mob and make sure that they stay on me, whilst, you know, continuously having uptime on my souls. Okay, let's see, let's wait for the stacks to go away. Now this is going to be a little bit tougher, since there's quite a few of them. So let's see, we're gonna kill them one by one. This is ideally the easier way to do it, so that one stack has time to fall off, whilst the other ones start together. Now, how many do we have? We only have one. I want to dodge all the fires though. Just maybe we could go a little bit quicker. I'm not sure. Now, although it's not that difficult, you do want to make sure you have demon spikes for the majority of the boss hits. And it would be nice if we could actually kill him before he gets to spawn all of those undead things. I'm not sure if they actually do. Like bursting damage. They do the bursting things on us. And the warrior is kind of lacking on the deeps, man. What's going on that part? Dark slash, it's fine. Just get out a little bit, go back in. Could have used infernal strikes, but are we gonna get him? Let's see. Let's pop meta just to be safe. Okay, we're not gonna get the bursting, which is really nice. This is one of the easier Mythic Plus dungeons to do, and if you want to do it on the Demon Hunter, on the Vengeance Demon Hunter, this could work really nice. What you want to do when you engage is to get 5 souls as soon as possible and use Spirit Bomb, right? That will buff everybody with frailty, and then you pop Immolation Aura, and you start healing a lot. The damage you'll be getting is a little bit more spiky than other tanks, but if you have a consistent rotation, the healing that you will be getting will be consistent as well. So, okay. So even though your health will spike when you take damage, it will also spike back up with your heals. And 5 spirits, Spirit Bomb is really nice. Okay, looks like we're gonna fight all of them now. Can we do all of them though? Pop that artifact ability as well. Looks like we are getting we have a lot of stacks. We want to make sure that we keep up the healing, and for the Skittish as well. Might have been too big of a pull. It's a little bit tough, but we managed to do it. Let's wait for the warrior, and can we go? I think we can go. Pop demon spikes to begin with, and start to generate that pain. Use it for fracture. Once you have a few spells, just pop the Spirit Bomb thing. It's good. And also make sure that the back of the boss is not in the green pile of shit, so that your melee DPS can, you know, hit it without too much of a hassle. I don't want to kite it too far away, because we'll end up with not a lot of the room left. And this is done. The hard part is about to come after the first boss. Nope, come on. Okay. Make sure that in case one of them starts to run off, you kind of taunt him. It's after you do like your first spirit bomb and immolation aura, you shouldn't have any problems keeping aggro. And of course, remember to, you know, interrupt those fears. This is a pug though, so it's not like an organized group. I have no idea how good these guys are. So far, so good. But you want to take care of as many mechanics as you can as a tank. If your party dies, you die, so you're kind of in charge. Come on, texture, camera, angle. Now, normally for this boss, you kind of just want to stay here and let your DPS take care of the ads and everything. So, if you take the boss across the room, it will start to fill the room up with a lot of shit. It'll make it harder for everybody to join. What you need to make to be sure you do is keep the boss away from the piles of shit so that your DPS can come back and, you know, DPS it down. It's like the healer might, but if it's like a problem like this, where people just don't clear the ads, you could jump in, especially with Vengeance. You have a lot of damage. Pull it a little bit away. Just a little bit away. There we go. People are getting mad for the interrupts. Well, can't really blame them. Need to stay on the boss. Can I solo the boss though? I might be able to. Should we just wipe it? No. As you can see, there's a lot of sustain going on. I'm gonna wipe it. Let's wipe it so we can redo it fast. That's what happens when you don't interrupt, right? So the ad, I think it just casted too many of the things, and it wasn't interrupted. I cannot take care of the ad as well. I would have to bring the boss there. And the boss does its side thing that deals damage in a line. Now, the closer it is to the healer, the worse it is for your group, right? So you don't really want to take the boss too close. Normally your DPS should just handle that, but it seems like wasn't handled properly. This is what happens. This is good. This is what happens with pug groups. You need to be prepared for these kinds of situations. I do have range interrupts. I might want to consider that. Okay, fuck it. I fucked up my food. Let's just go. Now, if you stay like right here, you won't get damaged by the sights. He's always going to do it on a range player. Okay, now there's the ad. Can we just silence? Okay, they've interrupted it. It's like the tank damage on this boss is not too big. Just popping a little bit of spirit bomb over there. Okay, they got one interrupt off. Okay, they're getting it. They're clearing the ad. It's normally what happens with pug groups. After they wipe for once, they warriors dead too. Well, it's a little bit hard for me to position this. Okay, got resurrected. Let's help with a little bit of ad damage. Okay, interrupt the first cast. Okay, I'm gonna interrupt the second. I'm gonna AoE silence it. And this should be the kill. There we go. Let's actually quickly get somebody by the time the mobs just arrange themselves. Now you want to be careful with the next couple of pulls. On a lower difficulty, and if you have a lot of AoE damage, it might work, but these guys cast like fears, and it can fear you into other groups of mobs, and you don't really want that. Plus, of course, there's always the bursting issue. And if your group doesn't have a lot of melees on point with their interrupts, you probably don't want to, you know, pull too many. Even if it's ideal for the speedrun, you have to get a feel of how the group is, right? Let's pull, and you can always pull them a little bit to the back. If there's like a range guy that doesn't want to come, you can always put Sigil of Silence. Seems like they keep going back. What you want to look for is for the heal interrupts. Now, the heal is... Let's see if I can get... This is the heal. That's what you interrupt. If you get that, that's fine. The heal is actually pretty big. Okay. Let's see if we can pull those guys off. Can, okay, just interrupting a little bit. Okay, so now this guy is gonna fear, so this is actually more important than the heal. Okay, I got that, but I'm not gonna get the fear. But thankfully, it didn't fear me into a group of mobs. Actually, I think it was just on cooldown.
I'm out of range.
You could just instantly pop Immolation if you pull like a big pack and you don't have time to aggro with Skittish. It's not ideal, but you don't really want, if you have like a lot of range, you don't really want to have your guys get hit. Okay, we can sack this. Let's pull those guys over there. It's safer for these guys not to leap towards them. You can leap on spot just for a little bit of AoE damage. And once you put the first spirit bomb, it's a lot easier. Your healings is more consistent. So it's a lot better. Okay, now we can just quickly do this guy, and I think we might need one more pack though. One fracture and should have enough for the big spirit bomb. You would like to interrupt those shouts as well. It makes it a little bit easier. This is just a trivial fight in general. Just gotta make sure that you kind of, you know, hit everybody with your AoEs. When in doubt, you know, just leap a little bit. Okay, that cast went off. Let's see if this is gonna be enough. Maybe. I don't think so. Okay, it's not gonna be enough.
It's too far away.
Just silence, just so it can get in range. And I have two interrupts. I'm gonna keep the AoE one for the heal and the single target one for the shout. Ah, it died. Oh, got it. Okay. We're probably not gonna make +3. I think for tanking 600k is decent at this key level, damage that is. But for DPS it's not. It's definitely not. Also, for these tentacles, you want to make sure that you're always tanking them, because if you're not tanking them, they will hit your DPS super hard, and you can kind of position this way so that you can deal some DPS to this thing as well. Now you gotta watch out for the barrage. She's gonna cast it on the right side. Wanna prepare for the next destructor tentacle. As soon as it spawns, this is it. You want to aggro it as soon as possible. Don't try to focus too much on that dealing damage to the tentacles. You want to get this as quickly as you can so it doesn't hit your DPSers. It will make your healer's job. You can dodge that. It will make your healer's job way harder than it has to be. Watch out for the next one. It's right here. That's really convenient, and it died. Okay, we got him. That's like the #1 thing you want to do. Like, what's that guy doing though? Okay. And for this, we all know the boss. Just gotta interrupt the torrent thing and dodge the shout. So the torrent thing, I mean, you can take the first interrupt, especially as a demon hunter. You have to just interrupt that. Now she's gonna shout on that direction. You can just look at her face and see Where it hits that warrior is bad. Okay, I think I could have interrupted that. Oh, got it. And now she's casting on the left side. Easy, just stay on the right. It's one of the easiest bosses you can fight. I think we need to get her to... No. I got a AoE interrupt for that. I'll pop the artifact ability a little bit. Got the other interrupt as well. More frailty, fracture. Get all the fractures. Spirit bomb. I personally don't use soul carve almost at all. We didn't get it in time. Didn't have enough deeps. We got to the second phase. Normally you could kill her. If your party is on point with everything, you should be able to kill her before she gets to this point. So that's not too bad. Okay. Plus it's like 1% left. It's not. I can even pop meta. You don't even need meta. It's super easy. And you can farm 8 keys with just pugs. I think we got a +2 here, right? Did we? +2, yeah. Easy +2 with like a kind of an awkward. Ooh, what was that? 920 haste versatility, restofag. Can I trade? Yes, please. Great for me, big time. So wait, can he trade or not? Okay. Can I get the headpiece? Awesome. I didn't get anything, right? Except for this. This is a really good upgrade. Nice haste versatility. Cheers, boys. Later. Now let's quickly look at the talent build. What I personally like to do is get razor spikes. It helps with the single target damage. The slow, I mean, it's not. The snare is not that big of a thing. I mean, you could use it for like strong individual small packs. This is what I like to do because I already have a lot of AoE damage. Everything else is meh. You could get Abyssal Strike, but Fallout, Demolition Hour initial burst has a chance to shatter souls. Of course, you want to spam as many spirit bombs, or in this case, soul cleaves as much as possible. Very good. The Final Strike creates a sigil of flame when you land. This works even better with Abyssal Strike, but of course, this is good in Mythic Plus. You can just deal a lot of instant AoE damage. Don't worry about threat. Fracture, just to spam and get souls really quick and just consume all that pain. Quicken sigils, pretty self-explanatory. This is, you could get Sigil of Chains or Concentrated Sigils. I like Quicken sigils, it's a lot faster, it's a lot more responsive. I like them to be like on demand as much as possible. Spirit Bomb, by default, no other choice here. Get Spirit Bomb, pop it, make sure the frailty debuff is always on your targets. And last resort for Mythic Plus, Soul Barrier, not gonna use this if you have Spirit Bomb. Demonic Infusion, mech, or maybe in raiding, I don't know. Last resort is just way too good. If you play right, you probably won't ever need to use Metamorphosis anyway. But this is Mythic Plus 8 with bugs. No coordination, no communication, just a couple of people who knew what they were doing. A couple of, I don't know, this mage and this warrior could have had a lot more damage. But it's totally doable, boys. Do it, pug it, get that weekly chest, and I'll see you next time. Peace.